Hello, it's Bill, the knee pain guru. Let's get this. Today, we're going to talk about how to correctly suck it up and push through the pain. Knee pain, that is. We'll be answering questions in just a little bit. So start typing in your questions over on the side. Yes, type your questions in over on the side about knee pain, doctor's diagnosis, physical therapy, exercise, whatever that is. We'll address those after this short presentation. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel, as well as turn on notifications as I do these videos twice a week. And for bonus credit, forward this to your friends that have knee pain, that limp. You know who they are. They're easy to spot. Okay, how to correctly suck it up and push through the pain. So listen to these three questions. Are you really good at pushing through the pain and getting things done? Do you pride yourself in how much pain you can tolerate? And do you have a high pain tolerance? Is that something you say to other people? And what I found, I found this true to be for myself, 4 knee dislocations before I went to the doctor, so I get this. It's like you wear your ability to tolerate pain as a badge of honor. So I want to share this. This was written in yesterday on my YouTube channel. And this woman, Deidre, was talking about she had a wrongly healed broken tibia. So it's essentially a tibial plateau fracture. It's a common injury where the head of the bone of the lower part of the leg snaps off, and they generally have to put it back together with pins and screws and possibly plates, depending on how bad it is, so they would be able to walk. So she's telling me her story, and it got to the end of what she was sharing, and she said this, and this is what really hit home. Please tell me how a person can break their knee and never know it. Also, will this kind of break cause severe lower back pain as well as hip pain? Thank you in advance for any information you could provide. So I responded to her because I had to think about this. What is going on? Go back to my own experience. Because, like I said, 4 knee dislocations. So I replied, Deidre, I believe many people can sustain a severe injury like the one you've experienced because they've adopted a mental peace, being able to deal with lots of pain, repeating to others, I have a high pain tolerance. This translates to a level of unawareness in their physical body of what's going on. Like they just don't connect with it because they've shut off what is going on in their body. As what's going on in their physical body. Also, the way you've been walking, you've had to compensate for the pain the body feels the pain, whether you acknowledge it or not. The body will move away from the pain, whether you acknowledge it or not. And when you do that, something has to compensate. And the pain will show up in another area, which is exactly what she's feeling in her lower back. So I wrote, walking for some time this way would probably cause the body to compensate for what's going on in the knee, resulting in lower back pain. And it was almost like I could predict the future. Deidre's reply, I do have an extremely high pain tolerance. And then she continued to tell me more of how she's demonstrated it in her life. So there's this place that it's like, I have a high pain tolerance. But think of what that's costing you. Think of what your unawareness of what's going on in your physical body costs you. This is really important. It's not a good thing to have a high pain tolerance. Yes, sometimes you have to suck it up. You have to push through the pain. You have to be an adult, a parent, a son, an uncle, a cousin. There's sometimes you have to show up for other people, and I get that. But there's sometimes you're kicking your own ass for absolutely no benefit. And I think it goes back way before what's going on in the knee. So here's 3 steps on how to correctly suck it up and push through the pain. First, acknowledge the fact that you've approached pain thus far and it's no longer working for you. Like, really, it's not working for you. Your pain level has escalated to a point where now you can't ignore it anymore. It's like there's a little knock at the door. Timmy, pay attention. And then it gets a little louder. Timmy, pay attention. And all of a sudden, it's like your body's compensating and you're ignoring it. You're sucking it up and push through the pain. And all of a sudden, it gets to a place where it's like, Timmy, pay attention. And then it gives you something so dramatic, so drastic that you got to pay attention. You can't ignore this anymore. So that's the first step. You just got to acknowledge, okay, it's not working. Then the second step, begin doing things to take care of yourself, like not pushing through the pain. That's a first step in terms of moving in that direction. And then the third, realize you can't do it alone. Reach out for support. So if that makes sense, and you want to know your next action step, make sure you head on over to my website, thekneepainguru.com, sign up for my newsletter. Take advantage this month. We have less than a week left for my October private coaching special. There'll be a link in the description afterwards. So that's what I have. If you have questions, this resonates with you, ask some questions over here. Get some clarity as to what's going on. I see the Debanga asked a question over here. If I start jogging, my knee pain goes away. But if I stop, then it comes back, only in a squatting position. Okay, that's a great question. So let me use an analogy. And I like using analogies when I work with clients because it lands. What's happening right now with you have knee pain and then it's only in a squatting position is that there's a disconnect. What's going on in your brain? What's going on in your body? It's like it's missing. So I use analogies as a way to connect the dots for my clients so we could begin moving forward and getting you out of pain. So there's a tension pattern that's going on in your body that's only engaged when you're not jogging. Think about this one. Or the tension pattern that is causing the pain is only engaged when you're squatting. Here's an analogy. You've driven the car that only shakes at 47 miles per hour. 46, it's good. 48, it's good. 47, it shakes. Now, why is that? Because the tension pattern or whatever's going on in the mechanism, the speed, the RPMs, the radiator fluid, all of that is fine at 46 and 48 miles per hour. 47 miles per hour, it shakes because all of it is engaged perfectly to cause it to shake at 47 miles per hour. Does that make sense? So now we translate it to your body. There is only a place where certain tension patterns are engaged when you're, in this case, when you're not jogging. Your body has a level of tension that escalates when you jog. Part of it is an unawareness. You're unaware of the tension that's going on in your body when you're jogging, and then it causes it not to hurt. But in actuality, that tension pattern is still there. It just isn't engaged in a way that you're experiencing pain. So it ties right into what I was presenting earlier today. The goal is to decrease the general level of tension in the body so your baseline is comfortable. Wrap your head around that concept. that your baseline is comfortable. And I don't care what your diagnosis is. I don't care what your age is. I don't care what's happened to your knee, how much you've abused yourself in your life. It doesn't matter. Our nervous systems all function and operate the same. They're all neurological, electrical systems that register pain, tension, discomfort, tightness, burning, shooting, whatever your experience is. It doesn't matter if we generally relax the tension of what's going on in your nervous system. So then you can jog, there's no pain. You can stop jogging, there's no pain. You can stand up, there's no pain. You can squat, there's no pain. Because the general level of tension has been reduced to what it was when you were little. You didn't have trouble squatting when you were little. You didn't have pain when you squatted when you were little. You didn't have pain when you stood when you were little. And what happens is this tension builds up over our lives, and all of a sudden, something tenses up too much, and now the nerves have no more room. So it causes pain in those certain areas, those certain positions. Let me know if that makes sense. I see there's other people on the line. Ask your questions. Here's your opportunity. If you don't have questions, then make sure you're giving this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're sharing this video with those that you know that limp, because there's a lot of them. So, action step. Go to my website, thekneepainguru.com. Get on my newsletter list. There's also, I believe, there is a video on my website to help you about the common mistakes knee pain sufferers make. That's a good one. Okay. Thank you so much. This is Bill Paravano, the Knee Pain Guru, going to sign off for today. Next video will be Monday. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video.